What's going on, guys? So this is my first time in life ever doing an oil change on any car. We're gonna get right into it. I watched some videos on YouTube. I feel like I'm very well qualified at this point to do this oil change. So yeah, man, you see the car right here. I already got it ready to go. I got it on blocks because you know we are lowered. We're gonna show all that right now. If you guys enjoy the content, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Without further ado, let's go. All right, so if you guys are familiar with the content, you know that my car is pretty low. I have it on some H&R lowering springs, which the link is down below in the description if you guys are interested in that. So I put it on a couple blocks here, a couple pieces of wood to be able to fit. I also got the carbon fiber side skirts, which makes it even more difficult. So you know, we gotta kind of improvise here. Got the jack stands and everything, all the tools that we'll need. I got the oil filter pliers. We'll see if we end up needing that or not. If not, I'm gonna just go ahead and take that back. Got the 10mm, the 13mm, and of course this is the oil that we're going with, Pennzoil. God damn socket. All right, yeah, back to this. This is the oil that we're going with, the Pennzoil Ultra Platinum Full Synthetic 0W40. This is what's highly recommended from everybody. And if you guys don't know, this oil is extremely hard to find. I went to AutoZone, O'Reilly's, and none of those places had it. So I hit up the Dodge dealership and they had it, of course, but it was a little expensive. So I tried Amazon. That's where I got this. It was about 40 bucks for a 6-pack on Amazon. Link down below in the description for that great, amazing deal. It was gonna be something like 80 bucks from the Dodge dealership. So it did only come with 6, and we do need at least like 6.5. I don't think we're gonna need all 7 from what I've seen. So what I did was, because it was a little more expensive on Amazon for one of these than it was at the Dodge dealership, so I just got 1 quart from the Dodge dealership, and then I got, of course, this 6-pack from Amazon. So that's how I did it. I only ended up spending around 50-something bucks. I think that's a real good deal, especially seeing as how if you went in and had somebody do your oil, you're gonna be spending over 100 bucks unless you go to like Walmart or something. I think they could do it for like 80 or something like that. But I feel like this isn't that hard of a job to change your own oil. As we'll find out right now, this is my first time ever doing it, like I said. So if I could do it, any one of you guys could do it, and it's gonna save you guys a lot of money, you know? Get to know your car. The least amount of people that work on your vehicle and touch your vehicle, the better, in my opinion. So yeah, man, we're gonna get right into this. Without further ado, let's get it. All right, first things first, we gotta jack this thing up. First things first though, what you guys wanna do is make sure you got that parking brake on. I'm also gonna chalk the tires in the back just to be sure the car doesn't roll off on me and run me over in the process or something like that. So once you get it to a high enough position, there's a little triangle underneath there, if you guys can see that, and that's where you're gonna want to put the jack stand. All right, so we got it jacked up. As you can see, I got the jack here with just a little bit of pressure on it just for extra reinforcement. Got the 6-ton jack stands underneath there. Got the tires shocked with some bricks because that's all that I had. You know, got some cones out just because the car is a little bit in the street. Safety first, people. Come around front, you see I got the 15-quart oil drain here. I'm gonna remove the cap here. That way the oil drains a little quicker. Remove a little bit of pressure, and it'll tell you right there if you guys didn't know what oil your car takes. It usually tells you right there on the cap, as you guys can see. And I'm also gonna pull the dipstick as well, just to get a little extra airflow. You know, maybe it'll go a little quicker. All right, so what we're gonna do now is remove this cover. You see there's little arrows, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this part, there's probably gonna be a lot of dirt underneath here. So it's probably smart to put on some glasses. You guys see I ain't got nothing on, so hopefully I don't get nothing in my eyes. I'm just sort of holding it up as well. That way it doesn't fall on me and all that dirt and debris get all over me. Not too bad, couple rocks, nothing crazy. Now that we got that off, you see there, that is the oil filter that we will be removing. But first, we will be removing this here. That's where the oil is. This is the drain plug. See if I can grab this with my feet. what I'm saying? There we go, got it. Multi-talented, people. We'll put some cardboard underneath it for a little extra protection. And when you drain this, from what I've seen, like I said, I've never done this before, but from what I've seen, it tends to shoot back a little bit. So I'm gonna just put it right about there, and that should give it enough room to go ahead and shoot right where it needs to. So we'll go ahead and put the 13mm on, and everything's ready to go, man. So we could go ahead and get going on this. Just loosen it up. Tighten this up, the last one, tightened it up good. Jesus Christ, what the fuck did they use? This is why you want to do it yourself, people, because I got it done for me the first time, and whoever did this, I know it's supposed to be torqued to about 20, I think, and this is way more than 20. God damn. Bastards. Now that I got that, I had to use the fucking Kratos strength. Just make sure you got one hand on this so you could be ready for it, and then keep a little pressure on the screw until you're ready to go. Alright, there you go, just like that. We got it draining, so we'll let that drain out, give it a little while.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes. It's still dripping a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but I think it's good to go, man. I'm gonna go ahead and seal this back up, and then we'll get started on the filter. Alright, should be good. Let's move this thing over. If it's your first time changing the oil in the car, you probably will need that wrench, but I had mine changed once already, so it is not that tight. So basically you just want to loosen it up until some oil starts coming out, and then just let that drain out a little. That way you don't make too much of a mess. You could also apply some pressure to this to help it stop draining a little bit, and then boom, just go down with the oil. See, I'm a natural. Like I said, first time doing it, man. If I could do it, anybody could do it. So same thing, I'm gonna just let that drain for a bit, and once it's all done, we'll come back and put the new filter in. All right, so we got the new filter here, as you guys can see. Remember I told you guys that I got it changed somewhere else. This is the one that they used, and then this is the Mopar one, which is way bigger, and I just called right now to make sure that this is the correct one, because you can see how much bigger it is. But this is the part number for it. So basically what we're gonna do right now is go put this new one in, but first things first, what we gotta do is fill this thing up with oil and then coat the rim of it. What are you doing, girl? What is it? Get him. Get him, girl. What is it? What is it? All right, so we're gonna fill this thing up. Boom, that should be good enough. And then basically what you do is just coat the rim of the new filter. Alright, so what you want to do now is just wipe everything off. Make sure it's all clean. Once you got it all wiped off, then you go ahead and screw the new one on. Alright, just make sure it's on there flush. You don't want to go in on crooked and stripping it. And basically, all you got to do is hand tighten this one. Boom. That's gonna do it. I'm not gonna put the cover back on just yet, because after we fill it up with the brand new oil, then we're gonna come back over here and make sure there's no leaks. All right, so boom, I got all the new oil here. I got 6 of them, and then I'm gonna use probably the rest of that other one that I put in the filter. We're gonna find out though, and like I said before, I got the link down below in the description where you guys could get that deal on this Pennzoil right here. Make sure you got a funnel so you don't spill nothing on the engine. Get to pouring. Alright, so I put 6 quarts in there. I'm gonna just go back down here real quick, make sure nothing's leaking, make sure we're all good. And I'm gonna put the cover back on, then I'm gonna lower it, and I'm gonna put the rest of the oil in there. Let's see here, everything's good. No leakage there. Everything's clean. Alright, we good, man. I'm about to put this cover back on. The front part actually goes underneath this little plastic part right here, and you'll be able to tell. Just pay attention when you take it off how it is. And 1 is in this corner, 2 is over here, 3 and 4. All right, so we got it back down on the ground. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start it up real quick, let it run for about a minute or two, and then I'm gonna check the oil and see where it's at. Get a little start for you guys. You know, one time for the one time. Key fob not detected, eh? All right, let's try this again. Not too shabby. All right, so I'm gonna let this run for a little while. And like I said, I'm gonna check the oil, see where it's at, and see how much more I gotta add. And while that's running, as you guys can see here, this is something that you're gonna wanna do for sure. Make sure you write the date down when you change the oil and how many miles you got. All right, shut this thing off. All right, so it's actually right below the safe line, if you guys can see it there. So definitely ain't gonna need 7. So I'm gonna just add a little more until we get it to that safe range, and we'll be good to go. Right, as you can see there, I think we're about good. I added almost the rest of this. Remember, I put a good amount in the oil filter, so just about, I'll say a little less than 6 3/4. Within the next couple days of driving, I'm gonna check it and make sure I don't need more. It's always good to check your oil like every other time you put gas. Just check it, see where the levels are at. So I'm gonna put this cap back on, close the hood, wipe everything up, and we'll be done. All right, so after all that, there's only one more thing to do. What you're gonna do is go to vehicle information, which is number 2. You can see it there. Go to the side, go to oil life. You see it's at 0%. Wow, don't take it to 0%, guys. Try not to, especially if you drive like me. And then all you gotta do is hold okay. Okay, well, we doing it wrong already. The engine has to be off. Put it in run. Roll the window down because it's hot as fuck. And go to vehicle information. You see right there, oil life, oil change required. Well, we just did that, buddy. Now what you wanna do is just hold down on okay. Boom. 100, baby. All right, so that was pretty damn easy, if I do say so myself. Literally anybody can do that. The only reason I would think that people aren't doing their oil themselves is you know, they got the money and they don't care, or they ain't got the time. To save time, I could definitely see, you know, someone going and having somebody else do their oil. Me personally, I'd rather be the only person touching my car unless I absolutely need somebody to do something that I can't do. Sorry for the background noises and all that. But man, that was super simple. As you can see, we're all done here. She's ready to go for a whole lot of content that we got coming up. We got a whole lot of stuff that's about to go down. Man, you guys ain't gonna wanna miss it. We got an autocross event coming. I just got a draggy. So we're gonna do the 0 to 60 and 60 to 130 and all the time, see where it's at. And for a good reason, because if you guys have been following the channel, you know I've been saying, oh, we're gonna get a tune, we're gonna do this and that. Well, something might be in the works, guys. It's been a full year, and we got to see a lot of what this thing could do against a whole lot of different vehicles. Definitely didn't disappoint, but I think we're ready to see what it could do at that next level. So stay tuned, guys. I appreciate you guys if you're still here at this point. If you enjoyed the content, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, I appreciate you guys so much. All links are down below in the description for anything you guys might need. The 1391 apparel, all that, man. The gaming channel, anything you guys might want to need. Everything I use on the channel, that Amazon deal right there, everything is down below. But until the next time, who is LouieXIII checking out? I'm gonna catch you guys real soon. Salute. Now all that's left to do is clean up, smoke a little weed, and call it a day. Just kidding, guys. Don't do drugs, all right? But remember, weed isn't a drug. All right, so like I told you guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this old oil in these canisters here, and I'm gonna just take it to AutoZone or one of these places, and they usually have a disposal for old oil. Hopefully I don't spill none. It was definitely time for an oil change. This oil was pretty dark. I waited around 6,000 miles on this one.